Hello, Star Wars fans. Hey, you know, there are just 25 days until Christmas 2021. Oh, and we're plenty busy here at the North Pole getting things ready for Christmas. And if you guys are looking to do a virtual Santa visit, that information is in the scroll bar below. So we would appreciate it if you have kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, anybody, any folks like that that would like to visit with Santa. You can get those scheduled using the information there. So today we've got a few things to cover, and as always, we on well, Tuesdays now. We have my friend the Magic Maker with us. How are you doing today?
I'm excellent. Life is good.
Excellent.
Coming off a good Thanksgiving.
And for anybody listening, he's just in my right ear too. So there you have it. Good
I'm a
things.
righty today. Last week last time I was a lefty.
Yeah, last time
So
you were left ear. Today you're right ear. You got to balance it out. There's balance in the force. Uh, switch it back and forth every week. Uh, so Thanksgiving went well. Everything's good.
yeah, really good. And all the family
Excellent.
over.
Excellent. Well, just a couple of light things before we kind of get into the meat of it today. There's, your screen is black. Yeah, we're aware of that,
Yeah.
Daryl. Uh, Melon has yet to allow people to pick an avatar. So that's why his screen is black. He can't pick his avatar on there, and the workarounds aren't awesome. So that's hopefully will get resolved in a release that'll come. Oh, just a couple other notes. This afternoon or evening, depending where you are, maybe morning, I will be doing a podcast with our friend Darth Elvis. That'll be published later, but we'll be recording that
Nice.
this afternoon. So look for information on that podcast to come. I've already done a podcast with our friend Martin Keeler and Zuvium there. So that's already scheduled. That'll be coming out soon, so watch for that as well. Shenanigans and fun was had by all, so it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we talked about some of the peculiarities of some of the rancors that the rancor keeper had to care for. You never know. They have each one's different. They their dietary needs, their personalities. It's like any pet. They're all different.
Right.
So, yeah, today we
Some want to eat you, some don't.
right. So some maybe you've got a vegan rancor. You don't know.
Maybe.
So every Tuesday, StarWars.com has been releasing new merchandise. This is week 8, and the orders go on sale tomorrow. Pre-orders go on sale tomorrow. But here's what they have. The first one here is this Black Series gaming grate Imperial Senate Guard. So for folks that are looking for some of their favorite gaming characters, you get that Senate Guard coming, which is kind of nice. The things that are getting the most news today is this Mandalorian Luke Skywalker. It glows in the dark. You've got him there with his lightsaber, and right from the season finale of The Mandalorian season 2. So fantastic. A lot of excitement over this figure here. And then for our prequel era fans, where's Meg when you need her? She's she's a big prequel era fan. She you can get your bobblehead Jar Jar Binks. So that's and then there's a couple of other items. The one that made it on the thumbnail is you can get yourself a plushy blurg. Who doesn't need a
Finally
couple
have your blur.
plush blurgs? Right. I've got my Mission Fleet blurg. Now I could get myself a plush blurg as well. Like Santa definitely needs one of those. And then Then there's some stuff for your pets. You can get some Star Wars merch for your pets. So here's some things for your dogs, dog collars and different items, and of course some fine jewelry for your kiddos. You've got some you've got a daughter. She might want some Star Wars uh, fine jewelry, and you could get some of that.
No, she'd be more into the Blurg plushie.
The blurg
Plushie.
plushie. Yes. Yeah, Meg. It's actually Senator Binks. So, yeah. So there you get from the Clone Wars. That's yeah. So Jar Jar Binks. Meg will be getting herself Senator Binks there. So look, not too much as far as like collectors are concerned, other than that Black Series Gaming Crate. Again, that's a pre-order. So the pre-orders, they go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So adjust for where you live. That'd be 1 p.m. Here on the East Coast, 6 p.m. for our friends over in the UK. So I, I'm not attacking vegans, Meg. If you want a vegan Rancor, why couldn't they be vegan? Why can't if a Rancor doesn't like meat, it could be a vegan. I have no problem with that.
Except that they die. It's like having a vegan cat.
I don't know the dietary needs of blurgs, but the Rancor keeper would, and so you'll hear a bunch of silliness around that topic specifically in the podcast with Martin. It's a lot of fun. So there's that. The update on the Black Series Rancor. It's under a week now, just under, and 6 days, 14 hours, and it was at 47.55 when I opened this. Now it's at 47.58. They picked up 3 backers. Oh, no. Then those 3 backers still leave us a bit shy of the 9,000 target. And I think that it's in big trouble. I don't think it's gonna. I certainly don't think it's gonna meet the 19,000 target to get all the unlocks. It's just not happening. So at this point, I'll be surprised if it does meet the 9,000 target. So, any thoughts on that?
No,
On our Rancor project?
I have no thoughts.
You have no thoughts. Yeah. Well, so yeah.
If it fails, I guess it's a vegan.
Well, hey, I have no.
It dies anyway.
If it dies before it ever gets made, yeah, it's in trouble.
Then it's vegan.
Yeah. Meg, are you a vegan lesbian Rancor? Is that you said you? I wanted to. I thought you were a dog. I thought you were Meg's dog. It keeps changing up on me. I gotta keep track. So that's the updates there. Look, there's not too much on the week 8 products here. You can kind of go through and see some of the things that were released before. The Black Series is in trouble, which now brings us. I'm not vegan, but the other 2 words. Yeah, so it's official. Meg is a Rancor, right?
Yes.
That's great. So funny. We have a new casting. Yeah, you gotta watch. Yeah, is a vegan Rancor extra grumpy, or is it a little more
dead.
easy to get along with?
It's got sharp teeth, so it's got sharp teeth. So if it doesn't eat meat, then it's gonna die.
It's dead. It's dead.
It's a dead one. A dead one's a vegan.
Yeah, TVC collectors, vintage collection figures. We got nothing this week. I didn't, the vintage collection Blurg watch is still alive. Santa's still watching for that. All I need is a pipeline reveal. Show us that you're going to make it, and that'll keep me happy. We can watch it. So I'm not holding my breath for that, but perhaps one can never tell. Maybe if we get some blurs in the Book of Boba Fett or the Ahsoka series that we'll be talking about here, maybe the with enough blurred proliferation, right? Proliferation, blurred proliferation. Easy word for me to say. We get enough blurs in enough series, perhaps we'll get some in like an actual collector form, vintage or black series, or both. Why not both? Oh, yeah. So Ivanna Sakhno, she's joined Disney Plus the Ahsoka series, and interesting things about this. And if you guys haven't yet, check Meg's video out from today. She covered some fantastic speculation, some possibilities. A Magic Maker's volume is just a little bit low. All right, I'll pike it all the way up.
Maybe I need to just talk louder.
Maybe that will help too. So we'll try to make up for that. So we've got in this exclusive to Deadline, they say that she's cast opposite Rosario Dawson and Natasha, who are Ahsoka and Sabine Wren, respectively. She's cast opposite of them, which a couple of narratives come to mind. One is you've got an all-female cast so far. There's been some rumors of male, of getting Ezra and Thrawn and that kind of thing. But the speculation goes in who would she be portraying? Who would Ivanna Sakhno be portraying? And in the article, they said, I hear Sakhno will play a newly created character. So some of the speculation has gone to being like Hera Syndulla. Well, Hera doesn't meet really the newly.
Yeah, I don't think that's newly created. I mean, I think the two things that if you're going to have a newly created character, to me, it means that someone that is either coming straight from a book or is completely new. And I think it actually is to completely new.
Yeah, and on Meg's Discord, which if you've not joined that, you should. But in Meg's Discord, there was a little chatter about, is it a misdirect? Is it perhaps not somebody that's new, but this is to kind of get us off the scent? Maybe it is Hera. She looks a lot like she could be Hera, and that we know we would enjoy getting Hera in the series. So could it be a misdirect? And
I don't see her as a Hera.
Yeah. I mean, with enough makeup and prosthetics, it's possible, right?
I mean, of course, anything's possible.
Right. That's exactly right. So some of the other speculation, and I brought it up in the chat this morning on Discord as well, is she could be part of the Chiss ascendancy. She could be any number of Chiss. We know that there are a number in the novels that would be from a book. It would be new to live action, new to that they haven't shown up in animated. Aralani is one, for example, or Aralani and Thrawn have a bit of a friendship, and they work with one another quite a bit. So I could see if they find Thrawn that they may run into Aralani. But the other speculation has been that she could be a Night Sister, which I think, like we'll say, an Asajj Ventress, Asajj, maybe not Asajj specifically, but Meg put in her video a really good one. I can't remember her name, but one of the Night Sisters. That would fit.
Yeah. I mean,
But
who survived? That's the question. I mean,
Marin,
we know.
that's who Meg had.
Well, you have Marin, yeah. That's the only one we know of.
Yeah, so Marin would be great. And does she meet the definition of new? I mean, we know her from the animated series, but um, and part of the issue
Right.
I have with it being Aralani or Marin is how do they fit into the story? And it seems that maybe the three of them would be together. Might she be portraying much like we when we saw Bo Katan and the Night Owls? Right, we got a couple of her posse there, right?
But
Might
she's
she?
she's Ukrainian, right? Though I mean, so I mean,
Yes,
her accent would meet Marin perfectly.
it would be great for Marin, absolutely great. But I was thinking she could she be part of House Wren,
Could
hanging
be
around? You know,
with
I don't know.
well, oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the idea that of Marin it actually probably has more credence than anything else. Oh,
I
by the
think
way,
it's
hi Anthony. Thanks for saying hi to
yes,
me.
Anthony, good to see you, and Quentin, good to see you too. Oh, thanks for stopping in. Right, so and I saw Will bring it up earlier, and some other folks mentioned, what about Omega? Could she be Omega? Now, the thing is, she's Ukrainian, right? Ukrainian, is that right?
I think that's what it was. Ukrainian.
I
Yeah.
think it is.
I'm sure she could get rid of her accent. I'm sure they train them. She'd be
And,
trained to
and-
do that. So.
right, and Omega is New Zealand accent. So she would have to pick up a New Zealand accent or, you know, something like that. I'm not, I really don't see them bringing Omega into live action yet. Not until, well, I mean, it could work because Ahsoka is just going into production in the spring, say March of 2022. By then, we will have had season 2 of The Bad Batch. We will have seen more of Omega's story play out. Meg, 100% not Omega. I'm
Yeah,
trying to.
I'm not saying it's 100%, but I'm more in agreement with Omega than I am. That she's not Omega, that that she is.
Yeah, I am too. I think um, of all of the named characters that we know, and the ones that I listed too, including Arlani, I tend to agree with Meg's uh, speculation. It could be Night Sister Marin. I think Meg may be onto something there.
I think
Um,
with the Ukrainian accent, I think that's probably one of the best speculations.
Will Mega, there you go. He says when I say oh, you say Omega. Oh, Mega, Mega,
Mega,
Mega. There you go, Daniel.
mega,
Mega. Um,
mega.
do we think we'll see Omera? Omera from Mando season 1 again. Omera. I gotta think who's. Oh, that's his girlfriend, right? Yeah, Omera. That's Din's girlfriend from the episode Bryce Dallas Howard directed with that ATST that they took out.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm starting to think that that's no.
yeah. Yeah, I don't see her being part of the story. A better question is, would we see uh, oh shoot, from season 2 where Ahsoka met with Magistrate. I got to get her name. What is it?
Oh, you're
Magistrate.
talking about, oh yeah, I know you're talking about. I was
Morgan
I think that's it.
Elsbeth.
Yeah,
Morgan Elsbeth.
Morgan
Yeah,
Elsbeth.
there you
Yeah,
go. Meg
yeah.
got it just before. Yeah, would.
But I think your Morgan Elsbeth is your tie to Marin because Morgan Elsbeth had all the symbolism on her and around her of the Night Sisters.
Oh, so from Morgan we get to a Night Sister.
Yeah.
From Night Sister,
Yep.
okay, that's where we get Marin. Oh, yeah. So maybe we could see Morgan again. That character was set up. We don't know that she's dead. We know that Ahsoka took the Beskar spear from her.
Staff.
Um, yeah,
Spear.
spear, staff, whatever you want to call it. Which raises another question, Magic Maker. Let me bring it up to you. And Meg put this in one of her videos from last week. I think it was last week. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, last week. um, Ahsoka in Mandalorian season 2, is that Ahsoka before Rebels epilogue, or Ahsoka post Mando or
I
Rebels epilogue?
It is before the epilogue,
Yeah,
and she was searching it out. My main reasoning for that is the time frame that has passed. So if we're at the end of in so at the end of that whole thing, they turn back to see the city, right?
right.
And so the city is fully built up. It is aspire with full of spires when they and as uh, Sabine turns around and you can see and you see Ahsoka walking up. But then, of course, we know what it looked like prior. So you're talking about that whole thing. No, I still think 9 years is a very quick time for it to be built up as well. But it gives you more time to build the city up more significantly to those, aspiring views than you could in the 4 years while the war is still going on.
I've got a side question, Daryl. Are you a fan uh, of of Veggie Tales? Are you a Veggie Tale fan? Because when you mention slapping people in the face with a fish, that comes straight out of a Veggie Tale cartoon that is fantastic. They're not very nice. They slap people with fish. Are you a
And that
Veggie Tale
actually comes
fan?
out of the Monty Python. That's right. That comes out of Monty Python. They stole
I
it also.
Well, yeah, you get well, yeah. Well, I'm familiar with that too. I love Monty Python, by the way. It's one that I own and try to watch. And my wife tries to give it away all the time. So I I,
Oh
I
no.
got I got Monty Python on DVD as a gift, and then she loaned it out, and it was gone for over a year. And somebody figured out that they still had it, and they returned it. And she's like,
Hmm.
"Oh." so
I'm
so
assuming. I'm assuming you're talking about Search for the Holy Grail.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The Holy Grail. Yeah, yeah. I Monty
And
Python's
many
what he was
more.
thinking of. Yeah, Veggie Tales though. When it's the story of Jonah, uh,
Right.
and and
And the
so
big fish.
and the big Jonah and the big fish, right? And when they go to the city, they're slapping people with fish. Like it's anyway. It's
That's
funny.
right.
I love it. I love it. So anyhow, it took me way down a rabbit hole. Um, no, I think it's very possible that she might be House Wren. That's where my head is. Um,
So you think she's Mandalorian? You're bringing
yeah,
in a different
I think
Mandalorian.
she's going to play another Mandalorian. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so we know Ahsoka. Well, I agree with you, and I think Meg as well that Ahsoka in season 2 of The Mandalorian is before the epilogue scene of uh, Rebels. And when we
Yep.
see her in the epilogue scene of Rebels, it's Ahsoka the White. And she's got that large staff, and there's nobody with her. And she picks up Sabine, and they go to get Ezra. Right, that's where they're headed.
Mhm.
Um, so we've got some time to fill. Will the Ahsoka series start more where Mando season 2 and get us up to that point? Will there be multiple seasons of Ahsoka? So maybe season 1 of Ahsoka takes us to that Rebels epilogue scene. Season 2 takes us past. Maybe it's a 2-season thing. I don't know. Maybe we've seen it. It's a limited series, so maybe it's only 1 season. I don't know. But I have trouble putting any of these characters that we think of in the story, unless, like you said, Morgan Elsbeth leads her to the Night Sisters and they pick her up. But I don't. All right, I didn't see her at the end, right? When in that epilogue scene, there was just the 2 of them.
Right.
So many questions.
So I do think I think that because of a couple, like I said, I mean, trying to reason this into it. If the Night Sisters are involved with Thrawn, that would potentially bring Mirren into the mix, because she was trying to restore her people.
Well, and there's speculation that Morgan was involved with the Night Sisters. We don't have confirmation of that.
We don't have confirmation of it, but she has. I mean, the reason why they speculate is because of her tattoo on there, and then some other symbolism that's inside the on the character and around the character.
Right.
So and that's why that speculation occurs.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that she's wearing the colors, she's got those symbols. So I think there's a good chance that she is a Night Sister, and that which is why she was able to do so well against Ahsoka in the hand-to-hand combat, and then and I think that this ultimately plays the tie with Thrawn, and that's where we're going to see that. I do think that she's not going to begin the story with Sabine. I think that's going to be later on in the story, and so I think that's where we'll end up with in the long run, is that it'll take us to Sabine probably no earlier than mid-season, probably toward the end of the season.
Yeah, and I wanted to touch base on Ronnie, who said she could play Rook Cass from season 7 of the Clone Wars, and I have seen what Meg mentioned, that the Armorer is potentially Rook cast. We're not sure.
Right. I tend to lean that way too, that the Armorer is Rook cast as well.
She's getting caught up on the chat. Hopefully he'll catch up here. He's still on the Monty Python bit. But what Anthony asked about Aslan Ray. You'll have to remind me who Aslan Ray is. I don't even know. No. I don't know who that is. Again, it's a newly created character. House Wren would be a newly created character, and would fit in maybe with part of what's going on with Sabine. And for them to be cast opposite of makes me think that she is an ally too. What's the possibility that I'm on the wrong path, that she's not an ally, but rather an adversary? If she's an adversary...
I think they're kind of going with some complicated characters, and so it's possible that she's both an ally and an adversary.
Yeah.
So the question is, how does she start, really? And so Aslan Ray, I just looked it up, at least in the legends coming off of Wikipedia. So Aslan Ray was a human female who was a part of the Jedi Order and Imperial Knights. So, and she was apprenticed to Jedi Master Rossi Toon. On Osis.
Does it fit in the timeline at all? I mean, that's the other part. I'm completely clueless on who she is.
It says New Jedi Order, so I guess possible.
Sabine didn't have a sister though. No, but could still be House Wren, right? Like a cousin.
Right. You can still be. I mean, just like House Wren also still falls under with loyalty to House of Isla as well. So and it's so yeah. I mean, I guess it's possible. Um,
Yeah.
and, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think there's some interesting aspects to this. I think it's more likely, considering all things being equal. I think it's likely she's Marin. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Night Sister Mary.
I think that's the best. I think that's the best guess.
So that's the leading horse in the stable or whatever, right? We'll go with that.
Until we get new information.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Until we get new information. I want to touch base. All right. So we have a fan film to discuss today, and I reached out to the folks that made this and heard back from them. So there's a little bit of information to share, and it's possible we might get one or two to join us during this live stream. If they do, we'll bring them right in. But a couple of things to note here is it is inspired by and plays homage to Predator. And this has been around for just a little while. It's, December 25th of last year, so Christmas Day 2020. And plays homage to Predator and takes it through a Star Wars perspective. And they call it a Star Wars Predator mashup.
It was funny. It was enjoyable.
It is really well done. And breaking news, they are starting production this week on the continuation of this story, part 2, the sequel to this story. So that's what they are today. They said they may try to remote in from location where they'll be doing some of the shooting, and we might get one of the writers to join us as well. So as we go through this, yeah, she was 3 minutes behind. So I'm gonna let this play, and we'll bring it up here, and we can discuss it as it goes. Again, as usual here, I have the sound off. I don't think it comes through anyway. So you get the enjoyment of listening to Hoth ambience from Meg's Cantina. Link to is in the description of this video, but but here you have it, and they start off with the disclaimer. A couple of interesting decisions here, and I'm absolutely curious about how they came up with some of the characters they involved, because as the title says, it's Bosk, scorekeeper. And let's let it get started here. Yeah. she time travel. You know, listening to live streams at 2x is one of the things I do quite frequently. So here we have scorekeeper. I'll let it get started. I love that it starts in space. Like,
oh yeah, that's a good way to start.
Yeah, and we got some animated action here. This does mix all three, I think, methods. So this looks like some of that stuff that you introduced us to a couple weeks ago with the game engine, right?
Yep. Well, so a lot of that stuff's really good.
Major Vin Rail here, and now we get some live action stuff with they've got some CGI added in.
Yep, this
so
is
they did a good job here. Oh, got a headshot.
I like the set I like the set that they use here. You can see a lot of the stuff they've done to. I like it. I respect this as a just seeing what they're doing to make the scene. And,
yes.
It's really
I wonder if it's a like does duty as a paintball set.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's kind of what it is, and that they've kind of marked it up a little bit to make it a little more Star Warsy.
Yeah, cleaned it up a little bit. Maybe took some of the paint marks off the walls. But yeah, like you see the blue spots there on the barrier, concrete barrier. So yeah, I think this is a bit of repurposing, but it's really smart. A smart decision.
Yep, no, it is.
Really good costumes. Really good. We got a heavy gunfire coming in.
Yep.
That's a problem. Rotary cannon. Yeah, this has been around. So again, you kind of get the headshot.
Ooh.
There you go. Kick him off. Um, like shooting huts in a vac tube. Uh, some of the dialogue is fantastic, and you do get a sense of the Predator vibe, right? Like with
No,
that.
absolutely. Predator, GI Joe.
Yeah, action
Kind of.
action film. Um, the names are great. This guy here is totally Predator vibe, right? Calling in, and now we get a guest appearance. This here is one of the things that I thought um, was really a neat decision as well. That they decided to bring in Dr. Afra, and they cast her
Yep.
really well. I don't know if their friend already, like, typically when you get these kind of productions, they're cast with friends, family, relatives, that kind of thing. If she already cosplayed as Afra, so they brought her in because she
Yeah, I
already
don't
has
know.
her own.
That's a good chance. Yeah, she portrays it very well.
She really
So
does.
I think you're probably is what it is, and I think obviously they have all these guys with stormtroopers, so they're probably cosplayers as well.
Yeah.
They're able to bring them in.
Like she does an excellent job of Dr. Afra, and she's got an alias she uses here, right? They ask her name, and she uses an alias so they can't pick up who she is. Let's let it go. So yeah, Sergeant Slaughter. All right, right. That's who that guy reminded me of.
Yep, it's Jesse Ventura is Sergeant Slaughter.
Exactly. A lot of people love Dr. Afra. And Meg, you still need to read the novel and let me know what you think of the novel compared to the character you've grown to appreciate from the comics. Oh, Zabrak, very good.
I knew you. I
Again,
knew you'd like that. It's one of your favorite.
I do. I really like the Zabrak species. They're great in universe. Yeah. And this lady, the makeup, the prosthetics
No,
and all of that.
it's done very well. It's good.
Excellent.
Very
Excellent.
good at.
Really, really good. And yeah, they've got to get out of there. Omega Fett. Omega Fett. Excellent. Afra's underrated. My issue
Yes.
with the novel was just the writing style. I didn't care for it. It kind of made it less enjoyable for me to enjoy the. Oh, here you go, Predator. Totally right.
Yep.
Like
Totally brother. Yep.
yeah,
No, they do a good job. I like there's little intricacies of this that I really like. So like, they're given an order, they go off screen, and then they come back on the screen, with a new thing. So it's just like a couple of different things. I mean, it's just simple stuff, but it sets up the imagery of the story progressing in your head. It's done very well.
yeah, yeah. They've got her captive. Now they got some folks chasing after him. There's somebody coming after him. Again, the nice mashup with Predator. They're being stalked.
Yep.
And they need to get out of here. If we get Afra in a series, I think there's a high probability we will get Afra in a series at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Like it's obvious. Like these guys know their stuff from Predator. Like this is so good.
No,
And-
this is
and
good.
the way that they were able to incorporate Star Wars into it, this mashup is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Look, the blood dripping. It's that black stuff, right?
Yeah,
That's straight out of Predator right there.
yeah.
Like if you haven't seen that scene, this That's it. That's a predator scene right there.
Yep. Again, done very well. We don't have to show anything.
No. Uh-oh. Growling. Hungry snarling. This is so awesome. So here they go. Oh, he ain't doing well. Okay. Run!
Well, here's your predator scene with Jesse Ventura.
But, yep. So good. Look at that. I mean, look, they did a great job. and the recoil of the guns. You know, those they're doing a good job of of acting the recoil.
I know, it's funny.
It's so good.
Oh, they did a good job.
There you go. Hire these guys to do it like for reals, right?
For real, yeah. This is good homage right here.
It is. Oh, smoke grenade.
Yeah, and then poison gas, I like that.
I've never been on the moon. I see you, you're dead. This is... Now keep in mind, this is called Boss Scorekeeper. And we're in 9 minutes into a 16-minute film. With Bosk as the title. A rebreather.
Yep.
Very well done. So it may be a clue who's hunting them, is what I'm trying to say. Not to...
No.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You lost. Oh, there you go, Bosk. Yeah, they finally called out his name. We're being hunted, all of us. All right. What's your name? So here's she says Chelly. Give Chelly a gun, and what she do? Boom, she shoots you. Don't give your prisoner a gun.
Never.
She stunned him right off, and she's not too concerned about Boss coming after her.
Not at all.
No, she's just kind of chilling. Huh? Who gets to wear these back? Yeah. Like, I had to wear these out here. Who gets to wear them back? It'll be fun.
Where's that control?
Oh. Here we go. Somebody's not dead. Again, nice.
Not stunned very well.
Really nice. No, he wasn't one of the two that was stunned. He was somebody that was like offset. Like he was presumed dead. Right?
No, I thought he was the one that was stunned.
I don't think so. I thought he was a third guy. I could be wrong. Okay.
And that's the other guy. He's back now.
Don't.
Now he's dead.
Now he's dead. Stunned guy is waking up. Oh, was stunning you
Now
again.
he's stunned again.
Oh, and now he's dead. And
now the two guys are gone. So the last two guys that were left are gone.
and she wanted the bounty, right? And now she's
worth more alive than dead. That's what we keep
yeah, they were there. It is right there. They're worth way more alive. Like heavy thud. Now again, you talk about prosthetics and how well this is done. He was apparently took the head of a Wookiee, or he was disguised as a Wookiee. But I think he took a
No, he took the fur.
A Wookiee pelt. Yeah, he's taken a Wookiee pelt as a trophy.
Yeah.
Again, sort of the classic
Still
original trilogy outfit,
very Predator, very Predator. Yes, well, for the head.
and he's got some animation in his jaws there, right, as he's
Yeah,
talking. So again, this is somebody's built a really, really nice suit.
right.
Yeah, the suit looks great. The look the head, the motion in the jaw, all of that is
Yeah, it's really good.
fantastic. Like remarkable. That's somebody's invested in a nice suit.
Yeah. Well, it gives the credit to the FX guy at the end.
It- yeah,
Did it.
and here we go again with some of that animation, the computer CGI
Yeah.
stuff from the game engine. Now I don't recognize that ship. Do you recognize the ship?
No, yeah, I mean, I can't think of the name of it. That's Boss ship. That's how you
Okay,
know from the very beginning it's Boss ship. So,
okay,
awesome.
okay. Dale says, watch the making of for this. It's pretty good. Well, I'll have to do that. Let me hear. The predator ability is something. So here they give credit. Very well researched. Yeah, they did a good job. Here's all the folks that B. Lee is Brian Lee. I like that. Uh, Courtney Chin.
Yeah, the
So,
Houndstooth is what it's called.
okay.
The ship.
Houndstooth. Yeah, Mark's got it there.
So YV-66 or 666 light freighter.
So we did a post-credit scene.
This sets up your episode 2.
Yeah, there's a bounty puck.
Mm-hmm.
And
Alive
we'd
this
not
time.
seen, yeah, we'd not seen bounty pucks like that until Mandalorian, right?
That's
So
right.
it's nice that they were doing that.
They
Oh,
will
there's
work it
Boba
in.
Fett making himself an appearance. They're buddies, and there you have it. Roman Santa Cruz. Uh, uh, that's the guy that contacted me today. He was. They're getting ready to do the again for anybody that wasn't here. They're on location today, getting it prepped for shooting uh, the sequel to this. So very exciting. These guys did an amazing job. Truly impressed with the work they did, and and credit to our friend Mark for recommending it this week.
Yes.
Did a great job. Good choice. And you guys go check out the channel. The link is in the description here. Make sure you support them because they are shooting the sequel to it. Get the folks the support from the community, the Star Wars community as a whole, for creating such fantastic work. They get their subs up because with these they can't monetize them at all.
Right.
So you've got to watch that they're not, that they're getting the support from subscribers.
Right.
So I thought they did a great job, and I'm encouraged they're doing season two, or
Yep,
not
episode
season
2 is
two,
gonna be awesome.
episode
The
two.
follow up, the sequel, I guess you could say.
Yeah, they said they were working on the sequel. So it's really impressive, and I look forward to see where they take the story from here. Because the episode one was the Predator Star Wars mashup. How much are they going to continue that Predator kind of vibe, and will they continue with Boba Fett and Afra with Bosk on wherever this goes? Or is now, they had Afra in episode one. Maybe they'll get Boba Fett in episode two. Uh, lots of things to, lots of things to get excited about.
Yep, yep.
But
Speaking of
much like
Boba
a
Fett, that Boba Fett trailer was pretty cool just for a teaser. I mean, a little more
yes,
info.
we've had the trailer and two teasers
Teasers.
since.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, lots
So
of things
we
to
got
get.
excited about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting kind of excited about it. I'm kind of fiending for some furtherance of the story. I do think
Well,
that we're going to find out. Here's my prediction. I think we're going to find out that Boba Fett was part of that Tuscan clan, and that's where he was hanging out the whole time, and he had a life debt, and until the dragon came out and corroded everybody into nothing, then dissolved them into the sand. Then he was stuck there, and that's why we don't see him until the end, other than some footprints and or some boots. We don't see him
right.
with his Tuscan headdress on when he finds Fennec Shan.
Right. And well, in the one part of the trailer, you can see where the slave one's in there, and he and Fennec come in, and he is
Right.
still wearing the desert attire, not
That's right.
his
The
armor.
previous attire, and
Right.
in addition to which, we see a group of about 3 Tuscans come through the sand there.
Yeah.
So in the dust.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're going to find. That it was them that saved him. He owed them a life debt, and after they released him after his efforts, and people died in saving the. I mean, that's why he was fully aware of where he was. That we see him
Very
going
well
off.
could be. And when you see the 3 speeders go by, I think there's a
Hmm.
fourth one that kind of enters as it cuts away. So I think there's
Yeah.
4 speeders, or maybe more. Who knows? But when you see them go by, if that's Boba Fett in the front speeder, um, again, he's not wearing the armor, and so we
Right.
may get a bit of a backstory of what was going on during that time. There were rumors all along of getting the Sarlacc story.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
hoping we get that. I mean, but I think in general we're going to get a lot of story in the course of that, and I think that place where the great dragon was the Sarlacc pit in the Sea of
right.
Cartoon.
Well, if Din tells us essentially that, right? Is it?
Right.
Yeah. Like,
Well, I mean, he says that it used to be a Sarlacc here.
yeah.
Yeah, he tells us that straight out. So the only one we've ever seen on Tatooine was that one, right?
Well, no, we saw the skeleton in A New Hope of another
No, of a
great
crate.
dragon.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
the only one we've seen as far as this Sarlacc. This
Oh,
in
gotcha.
my
Yeah,
in
yeah.
my
We've only seen the one Sarlacc. Yeah,
Sarlacc.
yeah. Right. Um,
Yeah.
and what I last week we talked a bit about some of the grumpiness that folks have, and a lot of the um, dis dissatisfaction among fans, and the information coming out of Lucasfilm. The cure to this is content, and I think they've been really good to start giving us some of these trailers and teasers to help build
Hmm.
the hype for Book of Boba Fett season 2 coming up. And if they can keep building on that, I've seen some criticism saying, it for the normies, for the folks that aren't connected, they don't know that it's coming. But I saw a commercial. I saw the Meg. I saw a commercial in a football game. So, and of course, Disney owns ESPN, and to cross advertise like that, it makes
Right.
sense in an ESPN or ABC game to see an advertisement for something they have on uh, Disney Plus. So,
Well,
um,
I need their Disney Plus to start doing better because it's hurting my Disney stock.
we need we need more we need more subscribers. Yeah, she'll alert. She'll alert. I need a graphic of that with the the light turning and that red
Right.
pulse.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Meg's given us an idea. I need to get that GIF and get it.
And it literally comes across shill every time the light goes
Yeah.
across shill.
Oh, that's
Shill.
really good. Yeah, it just lights up the word, right?
That's right.
Because there's shill, and it goes about it again, shill. every time it turns. Oh, that's so good. Meg giving us great content again. Thank you, Meg.
Yeah, I mean, we
Oh,
can. I mean, I see your. Did I please you enough today, Lord Kennedy?
yeah. And in RF Gaming channel, building from that, right? Does a shield check get higher if you pimp out more of their products? Or is it a flat rate? Right? Like if I mention ESPN, do I get an extra 50 cents?
It's 75, thank you. I'm not cheap.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't bring up Marvel yet, so there's another 50 cents.
Well, there
You
you
know,
go. 75, 75.
75.
We're 75.
Yeah, we're up to $1.50. We're
It's inflation now. Inflation.
oh, so good, so good. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, look, we are now officially under 30 days until the Book of Boba Fett. Hopefully, they continue to build on the excitement, and they give us a lot to get ready for, and they reach out again outside of just the Star Wars community, so other folks.
Sorry. It's flat rate until you compliment High
Look,
Republic. Well, obviously Santa is never on the flat rate because he's always complimenting the High Republic.
well, I was going to say, I just read or listened to the audio drama from the High Republic that came out. It finally made it to the public library, and I got it, and it was good. It was really good. The audio drama that goes into you've got in the High Republic the bad guys are grouped in threes, and each head. So Lorna D is really the feature there. You find out her backstory. I thought it was really well done. When you get Lorna D, she's not unlike Phasma in many ways. If you read the Phasma novel, Lorna D shares the same sort of hardship that Phasma went through. I don't know that she's as cut rate as Phasma is, but Lorna's a really, really interesting character. In that book, I thought...
Please don't remind me of that, because we don't get her that Phasma at all in the movies.
Well, I thought the backstory for Lorna was extremely well done, and then the other thing I learned is that Dowootin, they are tough to kill. Those dudes don't want to die. They're really, really tough to kill. So you think you got them
dead yet?
exactly. To get back to the beginning, we go all the way back to. I'm feeling much better.
I'm feeling much better.
Oh, so there you go. Maybe I've checked all the boxes to get my shield bonus. We'll see. We'll see. You know, YouTube's been really good at limiting my monetization. So we'll see if I get full monetization from the Disney overlords, because I pimped their stuff out. Trinity, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We'll know for sure if this video doesn't get limited monetization, if it just goes straight to full monetization, then the Disney overlords were listening and they rewarded me for my efforts. We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see.
You need to start pimping your toys that you advertise on the bottom, so it links, so you can people can buy them on Amazon or something. You get some money out of it.
True. Anything else before we get to the Mike Porter dad joke of the day? And this one's not from today, but it fits into the discussion from today really well. So I pulled it from earlier in the week. Here we go. Why was the census taker confused about the name of a toy manufacturer?
Don't know.
Because he thought Hasbro meant you had a male sibling, right? Hasbro versus Has-Sis. Hasbro. Get it? Hasbro. Or the plural, Hasbros. You know. It's so good. Oh my goodness. So I see, I see you guys are up to no good in the chat. You're trying to get me demonetized again, but we'll see. I think that I have satisfied the Disney overlords today, and hopefully this one makes it.
Maybe
Hopefully
if we
this one
refrain from saying anything that gets you demonetized, maybe we'll be good.
Right, right. So, a Magic Maker, thank you again for being here for our weekly conversation, and I enjoyed our discussion today. And you guys, go check out the video that we shared. Sub to their
Yes,
channel.
it's really
Support
nice.
them.
And there's a couple other that will probably follow up that are the YouTube things I think I will like as a result of liking that one as well.
Yes,
So
yes, very
make
good.
sure you give them a like. Don't just sub, give them a like. Share it out to people and your friends.
Yes, yes, please do. And you guys, thank you for being here today. I've had a fun time again with this discussion, and hope that you all have a wonderful day. And with that, I think we'll close it out. A Magic Maker, you start us off.
May the force be with you all.
And Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.